The Honourable Minister Ahmed D. Hussen is currently the Member of Parliament for the riding of York South Weston and is also the Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship. He is a lawyer and social activist and has a track record of leadership and community empowerment. He also serves as a national president of the Canadian Somali Congress, an organization that works with national and regional authorities to advocate on issues of importance to Canadians of Somali heritage and strengthen civic engagement and integration.
And I love it when when our dignitaries know who we're going to call next and they come up right onto the stage. We love it. Thank you so much. You've saved us 5 more minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, the members of the Liberal caucus from the federal government.
Yes.
And we'll invite the Minister to say a few words.
Thank you very much. I'm very honored to be joined by my colleagues, Gary Anandasangari, Francesco Sobara, Majid Johari, and Sven Spengeman. Is Sean Chen here? Or did he have to leave? Okay. Sean Chen was here earlier as well, and I'm sure he had another event to rush to. I want to begin by thanking the members of the National Council of Canadian Tamils for organizing this wonderful event, for all the volunteers who put it together, and for the organization's efforts in putting this together every year and inviting all of us to join you. As you know, our government has been engaging very closely with the Tamil Canadian community. Our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, is the first sitting Prime Minister to have had a formal community meeting with the Tamil Canadian community, and shortly after that was also able to attend and celebrate with the community Thai Pongal and Tamil Heritage Month. So I want to acknowledge the work of Gary and Anandasangara in putting that together and making sure that Tamil Heritage Month becomes an officially recognized month of celebration for all Canadians to acknowledge the contributions, the history, the culture, and the fabric of Tamil Canadians in our society. Thank you very much, Gary. Unfortunately, this year marks the 35th anniversary of Black July and the anti-Tamil pogroms. This is a very sad moment in the history of the community. And as we reflect on that dark period, we realize that those pogroms and that very violent period led to the exodus out of Sri Lanka of thousands and thousands of Tamils who, fortunately, many of them arrived in Canada, were able to find safety and sanctuary in our great country, like many other people have been able to do as they sought refuge in Canada. And they've been able to subsequently find safety, but also find an ability to restart their lives, settle in Canada, integrate, and contribute so much to our country. And Canadian Tamils are now part and parcel of our society. They're active and present and prominent in politics, in business, in arts, and everything in between. And part of why we're here tonight to join the organization is to acknowledge and to recognize that excellence in the Canadian Tamil community that is reflected in this room, whether it be in sports, in business, and in humanitarianism. And as we reflect on those events 35 years ago, it's important to recognize the work that Canada has been doing to continue to insist on accountability. Peace, but with accountability in Sri Lanka. And as we move forward on that, to also acknowledge the work that individual Tamils and others inside Sri Lanka are doing to make sure that the flame of accountability and the demand for justice goes on. February 20th will mark the first anniversary of the mothers of the disappeared, and they're seeking justice to make sure that peace is accompanied by justice and true accountability, so that the families of the victims and the families of the disappeared find justice and accountability in Sri Lanka. So I want to thank all of you for inviting us, for inviting members of our Liberal caucus, and I would like to now invite to the podium my friend and my colleague Gary Anandasangari to deliver the greetings from the Right Honourable Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada. Thank you. Merci.